evening and welcome to the 2004 or 2014. I'm sorry, Tri-Rivers Fair Parade.
Absolutely. The numbers are mixed up on some of the sheets too, so we'll try and keep them straight. But great to get to be here. I'm Stephen Johnson.
And I'm Sarah Moss.
So we will look forward to having a chance to talk with you and enjoy the parade with you this evening. We look forward to all of the fair events that we'll be enjoying through the week, and we'll share some of those thoughts as we move through the parade.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a lot of events, fun-filled events for this week.
So we get to start off with our local law enforcement, and then our first entry is Quiet Thunder. Quiet Thunder is a performing troupe that is always a lot of fun to watch at our local events. Well-trained horses and ladies that spend a lot of time making sure that they're well-trained and in many places around the area to entertain us.
Absolutely.
They're probably performing at the rodeo a few times.
I believe so. So be sure and come out to the rodeo. The rodeo will take place on Wednesday and Thursday evening at 8 o'clock at the grandstand there on the fairgrounds.
We'll get to see Quiet Thunder and a lot of other performers there.
Absolutely. Well, here we have our Grand Marshal, Mr. Lloyd Davidson.
Lloyd's done a lot for the fair and Saline County activities through the years, well deserved. And our Fair Board President, Chris Rost. Appreciate Chris's work. I don't know if he'll be wearing his purple shirt or not, but all of our Fair Board members you'll get to see around the fair. If you have questions, ask them or say thanks. They do a lot of work to make sure we get a good event every year.
Right here we have our reigning 2013 Tri-Rivers Fair 4-H King and Queen, Alyssa Houchin and Andrew Pushin.
Two young folks that have certainly achieved a lot here and across the state. Followed by the Salina Fire Department. That'll be a popular attraction with a lot of the folks. And our Saline County Commissioners as well, it looks like. So, a number of trucks with sights and sounds that'll entertain particularly our young folks along the parade route.
Absolutely, and we certainly appreciate everything that they do for our community. Keep us safe and...
Well, I'm sure you can hear that as well as we did, but we had the Kansas Highway Patrol, that's been serving the state of Kansas for 77 years, followed by the Sheriff's Office in their 2014 Police Interceptor SUV.
Here we have our Gypsum Valley King and Queen candidate, Casey Craver, along with Chrislyn Wiles. Following them is our Gypsum Valley 4-H Club Float. Looks like they're sporting our theme of boots, chaps, and cowboy hats.
Absolutely. I'm sure our 4-H clubs will do that consistently for us, so that'll be fun to see throughout the parade and throughout the fair. So what night is it tonight that the King and Queen judging will occur? Is that another night?
Actually, the judging occurred last night, and they will be crowned tomorrow evening on Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Heritage Hall there at the Buy Center.
Very good. Thank you.
Here we have the Salina Municipal Band.
Another great community organization on a truck from Great Plains Trucking. And now it looks like we have the Mounted Patrol coming through with a number of their entries. More of the organizations to keep us safe wherever we are and whatever we're doing, or maybe shouldn't be doing. So we have the crowning tomorrow night.
That's correct.
The rodeo was which nights again?
The rodeo, one of the rodeos will be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and then the next one will be Thursday evening at 8 p.m. as well.
Very good. And let's see, other popular events are Demolition Derby, a draft horse show.
Absolutely. On Friday evening at 8 o'clock, we'll have the Demo Derby again at the grandstand. On Saturday at 7 p.m., we'll have the draft horse pull, and that'll occur in Ag Hall. And then at 8 o'clock that same evening on Saturday, they'll have the Combine Demo Derby. And then Sunday at 7, we'll have another Demo Derby.
Always popular events to enjoy across the spectrum. The draft horse show, a great tribute to fairs of many years, and seeing those beautiful teams and the well-trained, both the trainers and the horses. And then, of course, the effort put in on the cars.
Absolutely.
There's been months of planning and building and constructing to try and figure out the indestructible winner for the contest that'll be coming up.
A couple of other things that'll be going on Friday, August the 8th. At 1 o'clock, we'll have the Old Timers Showmanship Contest. And at 1 o'clock that same day, we'll have registration starting for our Pee Wee Showmanship Contest, with that contest starting at 1:30 that day. Again, that's Friday, August the 8th.
Well, we may chat about those events a little more. Up next, we have the Shrine Group. And the Shriners is a fun organization who help children in a number of different places, but particularly in this area with orthopedic problems, cleft lip and palate, spinal injuries, and burns at no cost for treatment. They also sponsor area ball teams and have also sponsored the ISA Shrine Circus every year. Great to have them throughout the year and here with us tonight. They always have a collection of fun vehicles wherever they go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Always love those little cars.
Yes. I don't know that I've seen all of them that I see out there this year, so some pretty fancy body styles going on now. And of course the horseless carriage.
Of course, yes.
And who could hope for more than candy and clowns?
That's right. Here we have the Saline County Democrats. The chair of the Saline County Democrats, Phil Blake, is riding with Ed Vire in his sporty black Jeep. Saline County Democrat headquarters is located at 2055 South Ohio. Here we have our Sunny Valley King and Queen candidates, Zoe Woolsencroft and John Paul Jacobs. And they're followed by the Sunny Valley 4-H Club float.
A lot of power pulling both of those entries.
Yeah, yes. Looks like they have their own little farm community right there.
Complete with the animals. And next we are having St. Mark Lutheran Church and Little Lions Preschool. They are a Bible-believing family of Christians who listen each week to the heavenly message of Jesus' salvation on earth. Christ said, "Let the little children come to me." They provide high-quality preschool where parents can send their 3- and 4-year-olds for reliable academic and spiritual instruction.
Well, looks like this is Cowtown Nutrition coming up here. Cowtown Nutrition provides high-quality livestock feed and supplements. Contact Nick Wiebert at 785-479-3333 for all of your Cowtown needs.
Right there's the number again. And we have Prestige Shepherds. They raise German Shepherds, produced for high-quality working dogs and home protection. Crossheart Kennel produces high-quality family boxers for loving homes. Contact Dee Dee or Maya at 785-280-9388 for more information. 280-9388.
All right, hey, looks like we've got some gymnastics coming up here. It's the Salina YMCA Gym Stars Gymnastics team. Consists of 50 gymnasts ranging in ages from 5 to 17 years old. The Gym Stars are a competitive gymnastics team which travels the state of Kansas to compete in the sport that they love.
Definitely some moves that I would not be capable of, let alone for an entire parade route.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say it's because of youth and not just training. I can't do it.
Well, here we have the Cardinal 4-H Club King and Queen candidates. We have Morgan Scheibler and Colin Ford representing the club. And following them is the Cardinal 4-H Club, which is made up of members from the Brookville and El Saline area, but does include Salina youth as well. In keeping up with the fair theme, their 4-Hers are wearing hats and boots and showing their hard-working character by walking in the parade. Looks like they're carrying some life skills there with the boots and cowboy hats there.
And we'll enjoy seeing another part of their hard work at the fair. Up next, Salina Area Technical College. Salina Tech has a great facility and education here in Salina, providing the skills that we really need in a lot of jobs throughout the area.
And here we have the Full Hand Band. Looks like they're going to be performing at the rodeo, or at the fair prior to the rodeo.
Very good. And they'll probably have a few stops along the way as well here in the parade.
Here we have Stavin Strutters and Salina Parks and Recreation Summer Baton Group. The Summer Baton Twirlers range in age from 3 to 20. This is their third parade for the summer. They've performed July 4th at Play Day in the park and held recital and entertained at other area events. They're coached by Linda Stavin and Kelsey Graves. I don't know that I'd be coordinated enough to be a twirler.
That'd be a challenge. They have quite a great age range there, 3 to 20. They're started early, and they could be very talented by the time they get to finish up.
Great opportunity for some mentorship as well.
And the Kansas Czech, our past president, were driving in a black Ford Thunderbird convertible with a display of the U.S. flag and the Czech international flag, a newly designated Kansas Czech flag, statewide organization maintaining the Czech heritage and culture, and many years from the past and looking forward to the future. And here we are with CTI, Concordia Tractor, serving the needs of central Kansas. Many of us appreciate our equipment dealers to keep us rolling in the field and help us figure out what we need next to keep rolling in the field.
Thank you for helping us, Earl. Up next here we have the Kansas Army National Guard. We certainly appreciate all of those who serve in our military and their families.
They always have so many jobs to do. Currently, I think helping, I don't know that the Kansas Guard is, but with some water areas that they were having in Ohio for their guard.
Wow.
Always work to be done.
Here we have the willing worker 4-H club candidate for 4-H Queen is Jennifer Gartner. She's escorted by Evan Moracle, who's a Rolling Meadows 4-H club member. And behind them is the Willing Workers 4-H Club float.
Wearing and holding their cowboy hats.
And some green boots back there, too.
Oh. Always good to promote 4-H. Here we have the Playful Pets Daycare and Boarding. They are a doggy daycare and boarding facility. Dogs get to be out playing in groups while their parents are at work and when they board with the doggy daycare. 24-hour supervision, doggy birthday parties. They board lots of other animals as well.
Here we have Shannon Stars Twirling Club. Shannon Stars comprises athletes ranging in ages from 3 to 21 and novice to advanced. They included are featured twirlers for Salina South, Fort Hays, and Kansas State University. The performers wearing banners hold state and regional titles. Shannon Stars national competition team recently returned from from the NBTA national competition on the campus of the University of Notre Dame, where numerous top 10 medals and titles were earned. They're under the direction of Shannon Mice and are enjoying the theme.
And the Saline County Democratic Party with some of the Democratic candidates, including Gary Schwartzentruber for state representative in District 69.
I don't think I've ever seen a horse ride on top of a semi-truck before, but here we do with Cheer Fire. Cheer Fire is a competitive all-star cheer gym in Salina, offering teams from ages 4 to 18 and special needs cheer. Our senior team is nationally ranked. You can find them at firecheer.com.
And we have the Salina Area Workers Coalition. The purpose of the Salina Area Workers Coalition is to explore how all workers contribute to our community and to promote the value of workers in our society.
Next we have the famous green Chevy from American Ag Credit. American Ag Credit.
The truck has seen many fairs.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. From all over across the state. Oh, and here following them, we've got the Friendly Valley 4-H Club King and Queen candidates. We've got Jonathan Pushin as our King candidate and Hannah Henry. And they're followed by their club float, who's being pulled by a John Deere tractor.
And more boots, chaps, and cowboy hats. So looks like Sankey Automotive is following next with Ambucks.
Ambucks is a nonprofit service organization consisting of a diverse group of men and women who are dedicated to creating mobility and independence for people with disabilities.
And following up with Lang Diesel. LDI is dedicated to doing what it takes to provide their customers with the best quality products, parts, and service. From the initial sales process to full service product support, they are committed to delivering an ownership experience that matches the professional level performance they've come to expect, that we've come to expect from AGCO. And a lot of equipment here. It keeps getting bigger and with more moving parts. So that support and knowledge is critical, and great to have the dealer options that we have here in Salina and in the Saline County area.
It's amazing the advancement of technology in agriculture, isn't it?
It is. Watching those row graders and the technology that they have just there to truly apply with precision and do it efficiently.
Well, coming up here, we have Emmanuel Lutheran Church. They're highlighting their 10th annual car show, Hot Times, Fun in the City, which will be at 255 South 7th Street from 5 until 8 p.m. on August the 16th.
We're lucky to have a number of great car shows around. So
Absolutely.
That's coming up on the 16th. And we just had the Lead Sled. Rolling Hills has theirs around Father's Day, I think. So here we see their float for Hot Times, Fun in the City. And it looks like we may be lucky enough to see a few of the cars maybe following.
Maybe.
Running pretty quiet.
That they are.
Next we have Jim Sherrill for Congress. Jim is exploring an opportunity to represent all Kansans in the 1st Congressional District of the United States House of Representatives. I believe Jim is a Democrat from Manhattan. And And that may have been our Davis Docking Group challenging Governor Brownback. Paul Davis has been our majority leader in the House for, I think, since 2008.
I think we just went by was Assurance Partners. They're an insurance agency providing customized programs for individuals, families, and businesses.
Glad to have them in the parade. And Pinnacle Park was just there, a skilled nursing facility located off Schilling. And great to have them right here, Pinnacle Park.
Oh, here we have Bobcat of Salina Incorporated. Bobcat of Salina is your authorized Bobcat dealer in central and western Kansas. They're a family owned and operated and dedicated to their customers. Here we have the Boldly Go 4-H Club King and Queen candidates. We have Jessica Prickett and Noah Fawnenstill. Following them is the Boldly Go Club Float. Boldly Go is a Christian 4-H club and emphasizes service, leadership, and fun. Some of our favorite projects are crafts, sewing, entomology, rabbits, poultry, and foods. They're gonna have lots of fun kicking up their heels at the Tri-Rivers Fair.
And next we have Salina Pediatric Care. Salina Pediatric is owned by Salina Regional Health Center and is a nonprofit clinic seeing pediatric patients in central Kansas and helping them and us to have a healthy future.
Here we have Straub International. It's a 4th generation dealership and supply for central and south central Kansas with Case,
Mahindra, Great Plains, and Polaris equipment. 7 locations around Kansas to serve all of us. And a lot of equipment right here in the parade. And a lot of power and the ability to put it on the ground.
Here it looks like we have the Kansas Tractor Club.
Some of the former Straub products will be here. They are selling us. We'll have 15 to 20 of the antique tractors.
Wow.
Number of folks around the area that participate in this group. Always fun to see them not only in this parade, but sometimes in what is kind of their own parade, driving around the county and keeping everything shined up and running well. Each one I know takes a lot of work and probably just a little bit of affection for the tractor as well.
Little tender loving care.
That looks like a true tricycle front end right there.
Always enjoy looking at the older tractors and and seeing all the hard work that those people put in, the owners put in to restore them and keep them going.
I wish my paint job on the current equipment was as good as much of that is. So. Some very unique tractors that are able to be in the parade, and a few that look a little more familiar on the more common platforms. Had the Farmall B to the current Farmall M. There are a lot of those M's and H's around, I know. Or actually, it was an H, not an M. Looks like we have a couple of additional entries that we may not have sheets on here, but Miller Tractor and Equipment Company.
Here we have Rolling Meadows 4-H Club King and Queen representatives. We have Sophia Montoy and Paul Persigal. They're going to be followed by the Rolling Meadows 4-H Club float. And they're a small but mighty club. Rolling Meadows 4-H Club is roping up 4-H'ers with 4-H fun. The Cowboy 4-H'ers riding their mobile pastor straight from the Wild West. Watch out for the sheriff. He's on the hunt for some most wanted 4-H members. Little water for the heat out here, and audiences love that. Glad they skipped us, though.
Yes, and I'm sure that they're glad they skipped the television equipment.
Absolutely.
MHC Kenworth. They have new Kenworth tractors in the parade. MHC Kenworth right here in Salina.
Here we have representatives from L&L Advisors.
And Salina Tree Incorporated, serving Salina and the surrounding areas under the same ownership since 1968. Looks like that could move a good-sized tree.
Yes, it does. Well, coming up next, we have the Boy Scouts of America Coronado Area Council Group. Look like it's troop number 214. And crew 214.
Another great youth organization and activities. And the Saline County Kiwanis, sponsoring part of the Boy Scouts. Oh, I think I misread the flag. I think it was simply Saline County, Kansas.
Well, it looks like we have the Bank of Tusket coming up here. Bank of Tusket has been serving the area since 1887, with locations in Tusket, Lincoln, Salina, and Lindsborg. Generations of confidence, relationships for life. 1887, that's a long time.
That is a long time. Hard to even think of all the changes we've been through since 1887. Yeah. And Nextech Wireless. You can get more with Nextech Wireless with the latest phones, money-saving plans, nationwide coverage, carryover data, and 4G. You will get more. Stop by today, 2525 Marketplace, next to Hog Wild Pit Barbecue in Salina. Looks like next we have the Libertarian Party of Saline County. The Libertarian Party is the only political party built on the principles of personal freedom, personal responsibility, and small government. Candidate for Governor, Keen Umber, dedicated to freedom and prosperity for all.
Well, and coming up next here, we have the Texas Date Nail Collectors Association. The billboard there was telling about their date nail show that's going to be coming up on August 15th and 16th at Trinity Lutheran Church at the corner of 9th and Crawford. This club collects railroad date nails and other railroad items. We'll be buying, selling, and trading.
And currently the Pregnancy Service Center, a nonprofit organization that offers free pregnancy tests, education, and limited ultrasound, life skill education. Also just started a mobile ultrasound and pregnancy unit to offer services in surrounding communities.
Right here we've got the Martin Luther King Jr. Child Development Center. They're promoting their annual duck race fundraiser.
And in the convertible, we had the National Active Retired Federal Employees Organization, the only association dedicated to protecting the earned retirement benefits of federal employees.
Here we have Sankey Boats. You can go to sankeyboats.com for more information.
A great way to enjoy some of the heat that we don't always enjoy through the summer.
Absolutely.
Looks like the crew on the pontoon boat would be ready to get right out to that. And here would be a chance to grab your skis or wakeboard, and probably wouldn't quite be able to ride it down Santa Fe. But there would be a lot of places where it would be a blast.
Here we have Smoky Hill Rehabilitation. They're a short and long-term skilled nursing facility. They offer an excellent therapy program and locked memory care unit and restaurant-style dining. And here we have our Smoky View 4-H Club royalty candidates, Amy Mullen and Colton Droege. And they're followed by their club float. They're heading west in their float, in their covered wagon. And the Smoky View 4-H Club is followed by our Central Kansas District 4-H ambassadors. Our ambassadors help promote the 4-H program. They're the face of our 4-H program. You'll see them emceeing a lot of different things for us. They'll be emceeing our 4-H Awards night on Saturday evening.
They do a lot of hard work to make things throughout the year as well as the fair come
Absolutely.
off smoothly. So, and here we have Cool for County Commission. Stephanie Cool for County Commission.
Here we have Eagle Communications, 99 KG and KINA.
And here we have 3J's Steam Cleaning. Water damage cleanup. Call for a free estimate on carpet cleaning. You can get the second cleaning for the price of one. 3J's Steam Cleaning, 785-819-2844, or at www.salinacleaning.com. Or you can catch them on Facebook. salinacleaning.com. And the Alzheimer Walk entry could have been promoting Brookdale Senior Living.
Good. Let's just kind of recap some things that'll be happening this week at the fair. Tomorrow, Wednesday evening, along with Thursday evening at 8 p.m., you can go to the grandstand and you can see the rodeo that'll be taking place. On Friday, we've got the Old Timer Showmanship at 1 o'clock. Registration for the Pee Wee Showmanships at 1 o'clock as well, with the Pee Wee Showmanship starting at 1:30. 8 o'clock that evening on Friday, we've got the Demo Derby in the grandstand. On Saturday evening at 7 p.m., we have the Draft Horse Pull, and that'll be located in Ag Hall. And at 8 p.m. that evening, we'll have the Combine Demo Derby. That'll take place there at the grandstand event. Sunday evening, there will be a Demo Derby as well at 7 o'clock. One thing we haven't talked about is Sunday morning at 7 a.m., they're going to have the Fair Board sponsoring a 5K walk run. So for more information, people can go to www.tririversfair.org.
Good to have all of that information. Thanks for having it both in your head and on the notes. I know you've been working on a lot of these events to make sure that they come together.
Absolutely. Certainly encourage people to come out to the 4-H building as well, see the 4-H exhibits that our 4-H members have worked hard all year on. Also, we have a lot of different activities going on at the 4-H building for the public to participate in, as well as our 4-H members. So certainly encourage people to come out and see what's going on.
You'd mentioned a couple of those, the Old Timers as well as the Pee Wee Showmanship. I assume the Old Timers is for folks like me to come back and see if we can remember how to get in the show ring.
Absolutely.
And benefit from the work of the 4-Hers to do that.
That's right. We'll also have a commodity carnival, some activities for people to learn a little more about the beef industry, in addition to a GPS scavenger hunt, both on Friday from 3:30 to 5:30 at the 4-H building.
And here we had the Brookdale Senior Living for health care of adults and seniors. So we did have their entry coming right in. So looks like we have some folks handing out water along the way for the benefit of all of us here.
Excellent. Coming up next is Salina Cares.
And followed by Martin Farms from Tesket, Kansas.
Look at all those beautiful horses.
Looks like we also have the Lambdens in the group with Martin Farms.
Oh, and here come our miniature horses and burros. This is Rhonda Russell. The miniature horses and burros are decorated with ribbons, flowers, and bandanas. They're sporting the theme: boots, chaps, and cowboy hats. Patriotic too, with the red, white, and blue.
That they were. Should be. No. And we have Greg Orman for U.S. Senate. Greg is a candidate for our U.S. Senate. Will be coming up in the general election. We'll have a lot of results, of course, coming up right here in the primary tonight to watch and talk about. But Greg Orman, independent for U.S. Senate.
Here we have Salina Media Group. Y93.7 Today's Country and 104.9. It's all about the music.
And 1150 KSAL. And here we have Roger Weber. Roger is a licensed real estate agent in Salina for 20 years. Is active in residential, commercial, land, farm, and ranch in central Kansas. See Roger with salinahomes.com for professional help with all your real estate needs.
You know, another thing going on in the 4-H building on Thursday, we've got our 4-H cat and hand pet show starting at 1 o'clock. Certainly invite the public to come out and see that. Again, in the 4-H building, our 4-H cat and hand pet show. We'll also have Salina Central Robotics High School team in the 4-H building from 9 a.m. to noon with a demonstration on their robotics.
That will be interesting for a lot of people, both a chance to be around the pets that everyone will adore, and then the robotics projects that will amaze some of the more technically inclined.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Here it looks like we have First Bank Kansas coming up.
Home loans, car loans, all of your financial and banking needs.
Well, here we've got the Smoky Hill Museum. They are looking to raise awareness for Street Fair 2014 and the Boiling Pot Chili Cook-Off. which is making a return to the street fair after a 3-year absence. They'll be handing out flyers and walking with the Western-themed banner, encouraging people to participate in the Boiling Pot Chili Cook-Off. As long as the chili's mild, I don't mind it. But when it gets hot and spicy,
I'd have to be mild as well. So
here we have Mike Bettenbrock. He's driving this in support of our veterans and active duty military. It's a 1985 American General M923A1 cargo truck.
good to see that truck. Right ahead of him was Dina Horst for the Kansas State Board of Education. Appreciate Dina's service in a number of positions, including on the State Board of Education.
Here we have the Jackson Fuller Youth Racing Fund. This foundation was started to help youth to be able to race. It was named after Stacy Huffman's 2-year-old son that passed away.
And they are followed by the Central Kansas Flywheels Yesteryear Museum, even a little further away than yesterday. A couple of horses right at the front, and it looks like we'll get maybe 7 or 8 entries from the museum.
No.
The horses were Spud and Jackson, but I can't name all the tractors. I see Lauren on his green tractor. A few years ago, he drove a red quad track in the parade. So many of them span a lot of different equipment. And the Truck Center companies of Salina have a few semi-trucks for us to enjoy. Pretty paint and a lot of power. It looks like Cindy and Terry Powell in their Boss 302 Mustang.
Well, before you know it, it's back to school. Here we've got Durham School Services. Looks like they're hiring bus drivers, so always need some good bus drivers to bus our kids around.
Needs are there, responsibility and safety. And school is here. I think our Salina school teachers were back on the job yesterday.
I don't know where summer has gone.
And here we have Marshall Motor, I believe. Our Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and several other make dealer.
Coming up here next, we have Atterbury Agency, Dean Atterbury, Allstate,
And following them, we have Miller's Karate Team. They're martial arts for ages 3 years to 90 years. I bet they may even make an exception on the top side if we're in good enough shape.
I bet so. I bet so.
They have several ages shown right here in the entry. I'm sure all dedicated to training.
And discipline. Here we have Hayes Academy of Hair Design. It's a hair school here in Salina. Here we have Horizon Farm and Ranch Realty. Farmers and ranchers helping farmers and ranchers. Let their 50 years of experience work for you.
And Bounceroos. Have your party with Bounceroos.
Here coming up, we've got some vehicles from Long MacArthur Ford Incorporated. Come out to Long MacArthur and check out all of the great deals they have to offer.
Some great vehicles and fun colors. I think you should talk them into a 4H green.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Might end up looking kind of like the American Ag Credit vehicle, that green.
Well, many of our equipment and car dealers do a lot to support and help the fair and other things throughout the year. We appreciate all of them being here.
Absolutely. Here we have the Pink Heels Tour. For more information on this group, you can go to the web and go to pinkfiretrucks.org, supporting women creating immediate care.
pinkfiretrucks.org. and pink fire trucks and pink fire suits.
Everything pink. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but a lot of the fire trucks, they are autographed.
They are covered with signatures, every one, I'm sure, with meaning. And here we have the Teamsters Local 696, representing workers in northern Kansas. And that looks like the entries in our 2014 Tri-Rivers Fair Parade.
Yep, you always know the end of the parade is near when the street cleaners start to come out. We certainly encourage everyone to come out to the 2014 Tri-Rivers Fair. Boots, chaps, and cowboy hats is our theme for the year.
Say hello to Sarah when you're in the 4-H building, enjoying the exhibits, the air conditioning, and the events there. And we'll look forward to seeing you at the fair, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year.